We have waited for him. We will be glad and rejoice in his salvation. Your turn, Kaiser.
Okay. And that day shall this song be sang in the land of Judea. We have a strong city. Salvation will God appoint for the walls and the butler. Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. Your turn, Chip.
Yea, in the way of thy judgments, O Lord, have we waited for thee. The desire of our soul is in the name and to the remembrance of thee. Your turn, Kaiser.
With my soul have I desired thee, and the night, yea, with the spirit within me, will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, and the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
The Lord, thou wert ordained peace for us, for thou also hast wrought all our works in us. The following citations comprise our sermon. Your turn, Kaiser.
The Holy Bible. Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar, the king, made an image of gold, whose height was 3 cubits, and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. He set it up the plain of Dorcas, and the province of Babylon. Wherefore at the time certain Chaldeans came near, and accused the Jews. Nebuchadnezzar spake and said unto them, Is it true, O Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, do not ye serve my gods, nor worship the gold and image which I have set up? Now if ye be ready, that at what time ye hear the sound of the clarinet, the flute, the harp, the psalter, the psalmer, the declamer, and all kinds of music, ye fall down and worship the image which I have made. Well, but if ye worship not, ye shall be cast the same hour in the midst of a burning fiery furnace, and who that God shall deliver you out of my hands. Take it away, Chip.
As announced in the explanatory note, I shall also read correlative passages with Key to the Scriptures, Science and Health by the Reverend Mary Baker Eddy. Every trial of our faith in God makes us stronger. The more difficult seems the material condition to be, overcome by Spirit, the stronger should be our faith, and the purer our love. The Apostle John says, There is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. Here is defines, inspired, the proclamation of Christian Science. Take it away, Kaiser.
The Holy Bible, Section 2, Daniel. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego answered and said, The king, O Nebuchadnezzar, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace. He will deliver us out of thy hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy God, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Then these men were bound in their coats, and their hoods, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose up, and haste, and spake and said unto his counselors, Did not we cast 3 men bound in the midst of the fire? Then answered and said unto the king, True, O king. And the 4th is like the Son of God. Take it away, Chip.
Science and health. The sharp experience of belief and the suppositional life of matter, as well as our disappointments and ceaseless woes, turn us like tired children to the arms of divine love. Then we begin to learn life and divine science. Without this process of wherein canst thou by searching find out God? Take it away, Kaiser.
The Holy Bible, section 3, Daniel. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace, and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servant of the Most High God, come forth. And he come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth in the midst of the fire. And the princesses, governors, and captains, and the kings and councils, being gathered together, saw these men upon whose body the fire had no power, nor was any hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smoke fire had passed on them. John and we have known and believe the love that God hath to us. God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God, and God in him. Take it away, Chip.
Science and Health by the Reverend Mary Baker Eddy. The Scriptures, thou hast been faithful over a few things, I will make thee ruler over many, is literally fulfilled when we are conscious of the supremacy of truth, by which the nothingness of error is seen, and we know that the nothingness of error in proportion to its wickedness. He that touched the helm of Christ's robe and masters his mortal belief, animosity, hate, rejoices in the proof of healing, and a sweet certain sense that God is love. Take it away, Kaiser.
Don't forget my lower thirds. Okay, the Bible, Psalms. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Deuteronomy. The eternal God is our refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms.
Science and Health. Clad in the panoply of love, human hatred cannot reach you. Okay, Doug the dog has the closing song, but wait until he comes up. Beloved Christian scientists, keep your mind so filled with life, truth, and love that sin, disease, and death cannot enter in. Now, Doug the dog's going to come up and sing the closing song. I'm Doug the dog, and I'll be singing the next song, Everlasting Arms of Love. Let's start with the music.